Kendall and I are going to go fencing this morning while Dad and Nathan finish up the field from last night.
All 4 people at the field until it's time to move to the next one.
And we need to get this fencing done, so we're going to be fencing in the middle of harvest with the sidekick. See how much we can get done, and then we'll head over and help with harvest. Meet the Peterson family. Our dad, the 3 Peterson brothers, and our families farm together in central Kansas. Our family farm started in 1882 and has been raising cattle and crops ever since. Please subscribe to this channel and give us a like and a comment if you enjoy the video. I think it's probably kind of hard to see, but we've got some amazing fall colors happening in Kansas. We don't always get fall colors like this. A lot of years they're just not as good as some places. For one, we don't have very many trees, but this year we've got some really nice fall colors happening. It's been really nice to farm around. Here we are at the cover crop field. I think Kendall has shown you guys this a couple times, yeah?
I mean, it's a forage. It'll sit, I mean, it's sat ungrazed since we planted it in late June.
We baled some of it though.
We baled up the bottom ground because it produced so many tons we didn't want to just leave that sit for so long. So we baled it up and it regrew a little bit.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot.
So what we're doing is Kendall had already laid out the wire around the outside of the field. And we're going around with posts and hooking them onto the wire and putting them into the ground. But the ground's pretty hard. Even though it rained that 30 hundredths, the ground's pretty hard, so we're pounding them in with a hammer. Fixing.
We wiped off that double crop bean field. This is the field that we had a monsoon hit us during wheat harvest that just dumped rain on us. So that was the moisture it had to grow the double crop beans. Down there in the southeast corner, they were the best. And we'll see what the average is. But it's probably still worth doing. We are making the transition to Milo. So the combines have some adjustments to make. We tried to clean all the beans out of the header and out of the bin. And it's funny to make the transition to Milo at like 6:30 p.m. at night, but we want to get on to the next field. So after a 2-mile move, I caught up to the other combine, and I gotta go dump. Nathan on by the truck.
Right, Tin, you see the combine? Look.
You want to do mine now?
Wow.
I gotta add a bin.
Yeah, I'll follow behind you here. Is that Grandpa?
Waving at Grandpa?
Or did he just go home with Kayla?
when you've got tractor and combine lights, the middle of the field in the middle of the night doesn't feel so dark. All right, the aftermath of last night, we got about half this Milo field cut. And we're gonna haul 2 loads of grain into the elevator this morning already. And they're gonna unload both the combines, and I'm gonna unload the grain cart, and then we'll have a 3rd load to take in right away.
Some of our better Milo. Caught an extra rain and some better ground.
This is the best part of the field right here. But you can see there's other parts of the field where it's just spotty, kind of like the soybeans were.
Okay, I'm back from the elevator. We're onto our first double crop Milo field. Greg's on the other end, cutting with a 9770. It's testing the same moisture as what the full season, between 11 and 13%. So it's something. I would say we'd be happy with 60. Dad just got here. It's after Greg outlined the field and everything. He was having some issues with his header. There was some Milo in the area that had been blown down on Sunday. At the same time as we lost a small shed. So far ours is standing okay, although, 5% of it or something might be falling down by now. Okay, we had to get under the hood of the 9770, take it apart a little bit. Nathan's in his element looking up stuff on the operator's manual, learning how to run this thing. A few raindrops on the windshield. We'll take the rain for the wheat, but it'd be nice to get this field Milo done first.
Well, we moved over to this double crop Milo field, and it's actually a pretty good double crop Milo here. But we had both the combines with minor breakdowns, so we were working on that for a while. And then it's sprinkling a little bit. It's not enough rain to do any good, but it might rain us out. We'll see. We're still going for now.
Side of the bin. Well, the windows are wet. The grain is kind of wet, but we finished the 30 acres on this side of the creek. And we'll get the stuff tarped, and that'll pretty much be a day. But it was time to chore anyway. So at least 2 of us would have had to stop. Okay, so this 30 acres is done. I'm gonna tarp the Unverfirth grain cart. I got that semi-tarped. It is almost full. I mean, I could put several more 1,000 pounds on it, but could probably go to the elevator as is.
Well, I went to the elevator and back, and by the time I got back, we were rained out. So we're done for the day, Kobe. Are you cold and wet? You're about to be.
Good morning. I am up for meals again today, and we are going to be making sloppy joes, so I thought I would try and do better than I did last time about videoing more of that process. So I was just about to start, but I think Brighton just woke up from her nap, so I got to go up and get her, and then I will start. Hi! You have the best smile! You gonna help me make some lunch for the boys? Huh? We'll go see Dada when we do. Huh? Oh, thank you! Walking great. Very busy all the time, huh? Hi. You cute little jeans. Well, I was gonna try and have all of the Sloppy Joes like rolled up and ready to go, just like wrapped in tin foil so I could just drop it with them in case they were in the middle of trying to get stuff done. But we got a little rain yesterday and it was still pretty dewy this morning, so I don't think they're gonna be out, you know, in the full swing of harvest right now. So we'll just be taking it to a couple different spots where they're all kind of spread out doing a couple different things, waiting for it to dry up a little bit more. So I'll probably just pack all the meat up in a container and then dish it out when I get there. Plans always change, seems like, but it's fine. My time lapse, there we go, got interrupted. Greg called me and then I got busy trying to get everything ready to go, so I didn't set my phone back up. But we have everything ready to go. We are loaded up in the car and we're just headed out to everybody right now. Made it back home after lunch. I ended up just taking it to David and Marla's, and then everybody but Greg ate at their house, so it was kind of nice not to have to track them down at all the different fields, but we all just sat at the table and yeah, so it was a good lunch. Greg grabbed some, was running an errand, so he grabbed some lunch in town, and then we'll be doing it again tomorrow. So I think they were hoping to get started harvesting now. It was still kind of wet from this morning, so.
Back at it. It didn't take very long for 0.06 inches of rain to dry out. So we're gonna try and knock out this field double crop Milo. Well, I just got back from the elevator with the semi here. We're about to knock off this field. It's been a pretty uneventful day, just going back and forth, getting loads. And yeah, this double crop Milo's doing pretty well for a double crop. Definitely should be profitable, even in a dry year. So here we've got some pretty nice double crop Milo, 75 bushel to the acre. That's pretty good. But then we get up on the knoll here and there's no heads. Just like you've seen in all of our other videos this fall, the hills, and it looks flat on camera, but the hills, they don't make much. Not this year. Not when it doesn't rain. You can just see where the good spots of the field are and the poor spots. And those poor spots are what are really killing our yield this year. These good spots, you know, they're not half bad. But the bad spots really bring down the field average. Another field bites the dust.
What are you doing? You're so funny. Whoa.
Alright, we've started a new field. If this one would have been closer to home, we'd have maybe chopped it. This is our farthest west field, and it might not even make 20. It's not doing so hot. So the farther west that you went this year, the drier it got. And this was our field that was farthest west, and it didn't do very good at all. And that other field we were just on was just a couple miles away, and it did way better than this. So there was probably a rain that hit that other field that did not hit this field. And really that's all it takes between a really terrible crop and a average crop, or even a below average crop, is just one rain. And we didn't get a lot of those rains this year, and it really separated what could have been versus what was. Well, we're shutting down for the night. It's getting tough. And who knows, we may not harvest this entire field. We may leave some spots, so we're gonna wait till it's daylight. Thanks for watching, everyone. Check out our music videos linked in the description. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Snapchat, and explore our website, www.petersonfarmbrothers.com. See you guys next time.